Hey, it's Clay. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to another video. This time we're going to be testing out speaker cabinet configuration. I've got my Fender 2x12 here loaded with WGS speakers, and it is currently set up as a 16 ohm cabinet running in series. And so we're going to test it running in parallel and just see if there's any tonal differences. The power amp I'm using, the manual, it states that it would operate best at 2, 4, or 8 ohms. I did some research. It appears that 16 ohms won't harm it, but just to be safe, I kind of wanted to go a bit down to 4 ohms and see if it made any difference, and just that if it made everything a little bit, if there's any tonal change whatsoever, I thought it'd be an interesting test. So this is at 16 ohms. Check test. Alright guys, so I'm back. I have rewired my 2x12 cabinet, and this time it is going to be in parallel, not series, and we're going to see how it sounds. My signal path is the same, running the green telly into the AXFX2, into the Carvin F600, into the speaker cabinet. So the only thing that has changed is that the speakers are wired in parallel and not series anymore. Now, it is also quite possible that my preset is going to be a little bit different in terms of overall output level, because the output level knob on the AXFX is something that I adjust frequently. So I don't have that exact setting saved and stored. But, and it is also very possible that going from series to parallel will increase your overall output level. But what I'm mostly going for is tonal quality. So I'm going to actually try and equalize the volume levels between the two clips. So we're not necessarily focusing on that as much as we are tonal quality and character. So let's go ahead and take a listen to some clean sounds. Alright guys, I want to do just a quick follow-up. I'm going to post this because I think it's interesting, and actually I really want to hear the results just for my own use of this cabinet to see how it sounds or what it sounds. But I did some research because to my ear this parallel wiring sounds really, really good, and I had been having some problems getting this power amp speaker cab Axe-Fx set up to work. And I think what might be going on is that I've read through the manual of the power amp of the Carvin F600, and it is rated at 2, 4, and 8 ohms. There is no mention of 16 ohms. Now, I have done some investigating on the forums and whatever if it's acceptable to run this power amp at 16 ohms, and I got nothing definitive. Just kind of the idea that it won't break it. So I guess one other variable that we need to throw into this experiment is whether or not the gear is being run how it was designed to run. So it's possible that the parallel wiring, which puts the speaker cabinet at 4 ohms, which is something that the power amp wants to see or was designed to work with, it's quite possible that that is a pretty big variable in this test. So it's possible that in series, the fact that it was at 16 ohms is kind of messing things up between the power amp and the speaker cabinet. But when we move to 4 ohms, that's really helping things. So whether or not there's a difference between series and parallel, there is a difference between running a cabinet at 4 ohms versus 16 ohms. That's the big variable, I think, that is really affecting this tone. But I wanted to post it anyways, if nothing else, to show that I think this setup sounds really good. The Axe-Fx into the Carvin F600, which I got for like $100. I mean, this is a cheap power amp, and it sounds really nice. I would rate these Carvin power amps really highly. Into this Fender 2x12 cabinet, and I've said this before, but your speaker makes such an impact on your sound, and so having a good quality speaker cabinet, and not just the speakers, but the enclosure is quality, and then also the 2 speakers inside of it are WGS ET65 and Green Beret, and I just am really, really excited about this setup. So please leave your comments down below if you know stuff about amps and power amps and speakers and how they interact. Please, I'd love some enlightenment. And if not, I hope you enjoyed the test. I'll see you soon. Bye.